Hello and welcome to another virtual report. I'm Deborah Cedillo-Dugan. Joining me today is Mr. Donald Mays. He's the Deputy Director of the Equal Opportunity Department, and we were here to talk about some wonderful opportunities for a virtual business workshop for all those small business owners. You want to take advantage of this workshop. Thanks for joining us today, Donald. It's great seeing you.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Wonderful opportunity to share what we're going to do to serve the small disadvantaged business enterprise community.
Well, first, I want to talk a little bit about you, just because you're fairly new with the city of Phoenix, just under a year under your belt. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, and what brought you to here to Phoenix.
Well, what brought me here to Phoenix was the opportunity to continue to do what I passionately love to do, and that's serve small disadvantaged businesses. My wife and I, we moved here from Illinois, and we like to say that we came here not to retire, but to refire, to continue to serve the community. And I've been doing that for over 35 years. My whole life, practically adult life, has been serving the small disadvantaged business community, either at the local level, state level, or the federal level, and giving them access to contracting opportunities in various agencies. So my background is actually in business and public administration. So I've been doing this over 35 years.
Wow, so you're a perfect fit for the city of Phoenix. Well, let's talk about and welcome again to the Valley of the Sun and to the city of Phoenix. Let's talk about this impending workshop that's coming up in February. What do people need to know about it?
They need to know that a lot of information is going to be provided. I've learned, Deborah, in my career that information is powerful. If a person knows about an opportunity, most likely that will start a spark for them to participate in that opportunity. So at this workshop, they're going to receive information on how to do business with the city of Phoenix. They're going to receive information about upcoming projects in the construction space. And they're also going to learn how to become certified as a small disadvantaged business enterprise. There's processes that they must go through in order to become certified, and we're going to share how that process is conducted. But not only that, we're also going to share information on what my department does in monitoring projects to ensure that DBEs and SBEs, small businesses and disadvantaged businesses, not only identify, but actually utilize throughout the project.
Excellent. So these small business, it's all virtual. So it's all virtual through your computer. What do they need to know to register, to apply? I know it's a one deal in February. What do they need to do?
Well, go to Phoenix.gov/EOD, and that stands for the Equal Opportunity Department. Or they can call area code 602-262-6790. We'll give them all the detailed information. Or they can go directly to Eventbrite, because that's what the registration is going through.
And I'm sure this is obviously the first time, because the whole world has changed during this pandemic. So it's the first time you're doing something like this virtual. Is there a cap that you're only allowing so many people to come on board? And how was that morning, that day, if you will, broken up into the different segments?
There's no cap. The more the merrier, of course, and it's all free. So the first session will be given by our certification staff, how to become certified as a small disadvantaged business enterprise. Then we're going to go right into the meat of the workshop, and that's the information most of the small businesses want to hear about, is how to do business with the city and what are some upcoming opportunities, like a 3-year, 5-year look ahead that will give them the opportunity to participate on some of our projects.
I like the idea of the really walking through the process and assisting these small business owners to be successful, especially in lieu of COVID right now. Is there any, and I'm sure there's got to be some discussion on how to be successful during this time as well?
Well, there will be tidbits. There will be advice given throughout the workshop There's going to be over 100 years of experience who will be giving the presentation during this workshop. So there's going to be a lot of little tidbits that will be given, suggestions and ideas that will be very valuable to the small disadvantaged businesses. For example, we all know that communication is very important. We love to tell the small business, once they become certified, find out who are those larger corporations, those prime contractors are in our area, and contact them. Develop a relationship with those prime contractors. Present to them your position statement, your business statement, your business ideas, and I guarantee that can be a spark that will give them the opportunity to participate in the contracting activities.
And what about collateral material too, Donald? Is there written material, or is everything primarily on the web and through this workshop that people can follow? You know, like old school, like generational, like people like me. I know kill a lot of trees. I like the tactile of being able to have you know, a pamphlet or a booklet or something that I can make reference to.
Everything is online. We're in this new age of technology. But my department, we are big on customer service. So if someone wants something hard copy, I'm sure we can accommodate them.
That's excellent. And so this is great news. Give us another spiel again, when it is, the time, and how they can register.
They can register by going to Phoenix.gov/EOD or go directly to Eventbrite and bring up Virtual Business Workshop, and they can register, and it is all free of charge.
Well, you can't beat that. And for the people who want to maybe do the old school and make a phone call, that number is
602-262-6790.
I love it. Well, I'm wishing you much success, and for all those small business owners and the disadvantaged business people too that want to do business with the city, and maybe even go bigger. And you know, this will help them, you know, do business with the federal government or the state, or just the entrepreneurial overall. This is a must. Thanks again, Donald, for joining us today. Wishing you lots of luck. I'm Deborah Cedillo Dugan for Phoenix TV Virtual Report.